Hello again. In this episode we're going to have a go at making a rotating room for the dungeon, so this kind of thing, and as usual you can find a link to the PDF file that contains all of these new textures down in the description. So let's make a start. Okay then, the first thing we'll need to do is glue this texture here to a piece of single corrugated cardboard. Then, just like we did with the circular rooms back in episode 32, we'll need to cut that out, very carefully, with a sharp knife. And as you can see, I find that it's better to use a smaller knife, if you have one, and to make several passes, rather than trying to cut through the entire thing in one go. It does take a bit of time, but we want this to be neat and fairly accurate, so it really is worth taking your time over this. Anyway, when it's done, we can pop the centre out, and we'll also do a similar thing with the round floor piece as well. And with any luck, the one should fit inside the other with space to spare. Though we will of course also need to trim the rest of the first piece to size, like you can see me doing here. There you go. And when we've done that, we can apply plenty of glue to the back, just using a regular glue stick, and then stick that to another piece of single corrugated cardboard. Then we'll rest something heavy on top so that it dries nice and flat. Okay then, while that's drying we can glue each of the wall sections to some double corrugated cardboard as normal. And then cut those to size like before. Now, because these are thicker, the curved sides will probably need a few more passes with the knife, but as I say, it's not really any different to the circular rooms, so if you've made any of those, you shouldn't have any problems with these. But yeah, I'll just finish it off by cutting the straight sides, and there you go, that's that done. We can then do the same thing with the other three corners, and the curved wall sections as well. Right then, by now the main piece should be dry, so I'll just quickly trim the bottom half to size with a sharp knife. There you go. Then if we take the four corner walls that we just made, we can start gluing those into place. And once again, I'm just using a glue stick for this. And as you can see, I'm applying plenty of glue to the underside of the wall, and the top of the tile as well, and the aim here is to make a kind of crossroads tile with a 2-inch wide exit on all four sides. And before the glue sets, I'm just going to dry fit the centrepiece and its walls, to make sure nothing is going to catch. And yeah, that's probably going to be okay. Now we can add the walls to the centrepiece as well, but this time there's just going to be exits on 2 of the 4 sides, so you'll need to make sure that these exits line up with the grid of the floor pattern, like you can see in the video. So I'll just check once more to make sure that nothing is going to catch, and then press everything down into place. And there you go. There's the 2 finished pieces, which should fit together nicely. And if some kind of puzzle is solved, or maybe if a lever is pulled, the room can rotate through 90 degrees and reveal a whole new section of the dungeon. And because I had a bit of extra space on the page, I've also included this stair texture, which I've just glued to some thin card, and that can be placed inside the room to represent a secret stairway as well. So yeah, there's a few different ways that you could probably put this room to use. And as a quick example, let's assume that the party enter the room and have to solve a puzzle or need a specific item to make the room rotate. This could reveal a large lever and some kind of guardian that needs to be overcome. And if that lever is pulled, it gives access to the next level of the dungeon. Or something like that. But yeah, that's just one idea. Anyway, as usual, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. If you do have any ideas for how these pieces could be put to use, then do feel free to post them in the comments, so that we can all steal those ideas. And yeah, that's it for this one, so bye for now.